Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Want to remind you all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our official website, thestephennightshow.com. You also go on our website and purchase our merch. We have new products that we've added. And go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And definitely let us know what you're thinking about the comments. I'm enjoying some of the comments, but reading them. Y'all are hilarious. All right. Well, we have a special guest host. Chike is out today. Nayyir is out today. But we have Michael Sanford on. Mike, tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, first, man, thanks for having me. So,
and you're no stranger to the
podcast. You said what?
You're no stranger to podcast.
No, man. You know, got a few things going on here. So,
right. Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I made it to the Stephen Knight Show. So, you know,
right. You know, but Mike used to feed me hot topics.
I remember that.
It was a while back though.
No, man, just father, husband, clinical social worker by trade, and dabbling in life coaching now. So, you know, got some things going on. And like you said, radio, podcasts, just involved with a few things. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to our Hot Topics panel. Look forward to hearing your perspective on some of our topics tonight.
I'm ready, man.
All right. Miss Lynia, how are you feeling?
I'm tired, Stephen. I'm tired. You hear me? I mean, I know I'm talking to you tomorrow, but this campaign is kicking my behind. So I'm tired right now. I'm mad at my day job because it's in the way of me doing this campaign while I'm at my day job. But you know, this is what we do. This is what we do when we have passions outside of the day job. So.
Well, you got some exciting stuff coming on. An upcoming show, Lynia's going to be in our interview seat once again prior to being a co-host, and she's going to let us know everything she has going on. You definitely got to check that out. Wow. All right, well, our question of the day is, what is something you really resent paying for? Lynia.
You mean like, there's a lot of stuff I resent paying for. You know what? Only because I paid it off. I resent financing my car because I just paid it off after 5 years and it looked like I had it longer than 5 years. So I resent getting my car with the super high interest rate that it was at the time because the sister worked on her credit. But at the time, my interest rate was like touching Jesus. And I'm happy now I don't have it no more.
Right. Well, still a sense of accomplishment. So, but that's. Yes. What about you, Mike?
Man, you know, it's funny. I couldn't think of anything personal. But I like with the pandemic, I have a friend that actually relocated for a job because, you know, they had to be on site and now everything being remote. So I'm like, that would probably like suck.
Yeah.
In that situation, you know, paying to like relocate and then you end up working remote anyway.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I can see that. Well, you know, someone said parking, which I get that someplace, you know, they charge an arm and a leg for parking. But I was thinking about, I had on my mind, I went blank now, but I'll say parking for now. Parking is crazy. Like, because I remember one time I was going to, I was in New Orleans and we had gone, you know, for Mardi Gras or whatever. And it was like $20. And then we were leaving, it was up to $60. You know what I mean? So it was like, that's just, they trying to get their money, but.
Steven. You know how it is. I'm horrible because what happens is my boyfriend will want to drive around to find street parking. I'm like, going a lot. I ain't got time. I got stuff to do. We got somewhere to be. I ain't got time for you to be driving all over creation looking for free parking. So I'm a little different in that aspect.
You know, I remember one time, this was years ago, I was in Houston and we were going to this club. And, you know, I'm used to Atlanta. So we get to the door and you know, they had the bouncer, you know, outside. He said, all right, get to the front of the line. So we're waiting for the price. It was like a Friday. He said, $10. Then people like this. $10. But anyway, tweet us at home and let us know what is something you resent paying for. All right, so over the weekend, the versus battle that many people have been waiting for, SWV versus Xscape celebration Mother's Day. It was hit for hit. I mean, they performed, they did their thing, but a lot of people noticed that Coco, the lead singer for SWV, seemed a little uncomfortable or irritated, especially during the first half of that battle. Well, it turns out she explained why. She said, last night as I was preparing for Versus, a lady was shot outside of my hotel window. To see and hear the 4 shots, see her laying on the ground and all the blood was unbelievable. Then I get to the venue and had a really bad anxiety attack, literally crying and screaming. And then she went on to thank her son and 2 other people that were with her for making her feel better. And, she said it wasn't for them people, she probably would have been out on the stage. But to her professionalism and everything, once that second half kicked, she was out there, she was dancing, she was doing her thing. But I was wondering when I first was watching it, because it was great, but Xscape was turned up. And Xscape was turned up, and SWV was kind of sitting down, but I guess we didn't know what was going behind the scenes. And a lot of fans went back and apologized for assuming that she just had a bad attitude, not knowing the situation. Mike, when you saw that and then saw what really happened, what were your thoughts?
Man, I was one of those people that had to go back and repent in my heart.
No.
Well, no, and let me explain why. Not that I thought that she had a bad attitude, but like, I don't know, did y'all catch, it was a moment where, and I don't even know if it was the first or second half, but it was a moment where the crowd like was kind of hyping up Xscape and like almost calling for an encore.
Yeah.
And then Coco, and Coco kind of sat back and crossed her leg. And I kind of got the impression, like, oh, maybe she's not feeling that. And I did prior to that kind of notice she was a little, affect was a little flat. So I was assuming maybe she just wasn't feeling the whole like, home team advantage thing. But I mean, first off, that's traumatic. So the fact that she even showed up, let alone, sung, because I think Lily was saying prior to that was saying, well, I don't want to hit those high notes. I don't have it in me tonight. Yeah.
Someone asked her at one point, are you going to hit those notes?
Yeah.
If only you knew.
Yeah. And she like knocked it out the park, of course. So yeah, in my heart, I didn't think she was just being like a diva, but I definitely didn't think she just witnessed something that traumatic. So I had to repent in my heart towards her.
Lynia, did you watch it? What were your thoughts?
I did not get a chance to watch it because my boyfriend took us out to dinner on Saturday for Mother's Day.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't get a chance to watch it. I saw clips afterwards. Yeah. But when I saw the clips, I had already knew about what she saw.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that experience that everybody had in real time.
Yeah.
But to Coco's credit, she is an awesome person. I think I mentioned it last week. She did a birthday video for my boyfriend for his birthday 2 years ago. Yeah. So she's an awesome person. And she's never come off diva-ish.
Right. I would.
But the thing with social media is that people will instantly assume negative instead of, well, maybe she's going through something, whatever. But there's always this thing to jump on the negative and try to, I'm not gonna say they were trying to cancel her, but it was like instantly, oh well, she's it. But that's not what it was. Like she really went through something.
Yeah.
And you're in that situation. It's like, how can you gotta cut, like, how can I perform after what I just saw? I need to go out here and I gotta act like nothing happened. And that's hard. But luckily for her, she worked her way up.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, because I don't know. I probably was spazzed out. I don't know.
Crazy. I mean, but that was an epic battle to me. Like, I remember I even got a text to come out to this event, fully vaccinated, but go out to this event. And, they were like, we got bottle service at a section. I'm gonna finish this Verzuz first. You know what I mean? It was so good. And I mean, you forget how many hits both groups had.
Both groups, yep.
They all look good. They all perform good. They sound good. But I hope Coco's, mentally is good, and that, that's just good thing she had that support system around her.
Yeah, definitely.
And then she had posted something, I guess some of their songs went up on iTunes, which is great.
But that's what's been happening every Verzuz, because of course those who are younger than us,
right?
And I'm gonna say I'm the oldest one right now because Chike ain't on. But those who are younger than us, those who are younger than us, like if their parents didn't give them what our parents gave us in music growing up,
yep.
This is all new for them. And then they get introduced to these awesome people that we came up on. And it's like, oh, you ain't, because half of us was made, or y'all was made on them songs, honey. Like, y'all was made on some of them songs, so just like we was made on certain songs. So, that's an awesome thing. And that should be money for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, well, Bobby Valentino, he gave social media a piece of his mind when it comes to ladies' fashion or lack thereof. And let's say it didn't go over well with the ladies. So Bobby V's first mistake was probably when he referred to women as bitches before criticizing them for being naked on Instagram. He said, "You bitches be naked so much on the app. I'm wondering how y'all look in clothes. Like, sis, be cute in a turtleneck." It wasn't clear specifically what prompted Bobby V to open his mouth about this, but let's just say it didn't go well. And a lot of people were calling him a has-been, calling him irrelevant, and someone even made reference to the scandal he had with that trans woman, which he, of course, said never happened. But he took to IG Live and he says, "So if I'm so washed up and lame, why do y'all care so much about what I do?" Bobby asked his fans, "I don't understand that. Somebody's that's lame, washed up, I wouldn't even be checking for him. I'm still trying to understand that too." Lynia, what are your thoughts on these comments?
The head scratch.
I mean, like, okay. I say this all the time. I do hate when I go on, especially like my Instagram feed, and it's like the song ass, like all up and down the timeline. Or, and it is not the chicks thirst trapping, it's the dudes. Hey, I mean, you could, but there is something to be said. It used to be, shouldn't you leave something to the imagination? And a lot of nowadays people do not have any ambitions, and it don't matter how old you are. There's no inhibitions. Like I'm taking some sexy pictures and I posted them like a long time ago. I mean, but now it's like, yeah, I don't really want to do that, like, because like I'm cool. I'm gonna take some cute ones. But I mean, sometimes it is too much, and I have to oh no, let me unfollow because this is all that pops up on my timeline with you, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to be like, and sometimes you can make a mistake and hit the like button. I'm like, I didn't mean to hit her ass and like the like button. I didn't mean to do that.
That's the worst. Mike, so somebody said, right message, wrong messenger.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Mike?
I think to me that was perfectly like the way to sum it up. It was a decent message, just the wrong person. Because this is the thing too. I feel like for him, he was in the wrong simply because men, I think we know that we're in a time where men, we have to stop telling women what is appropriate and what is not appropriate to as a woman. You get what I'm saying? So I think for him to say it, and then even the way he brought it in, like calling them bees, and like you completely undermined your whole like point right there. Now, again, to his point, and I even want to touch on his point about if I'm so washed up, why do you care? Because I mean, it's some legitimacy to that. It's some legitimacy to the fact that, like, because I know I ain't checking for him, so I didn't know until it was brought to my attention.
Right.
But, so he got a point on that. But I think that he's the wrong person to have an opinion about it, especially because you don't have the best track record, sir.
Yeah, at all. He's been on this show, and shout out to Bobby V. But I mean, first of all, like you said, when you start off, y'all bitches, what kind of you lose the whole message after that?
Right there.
Everything that comes after that, you lose it. Anyway, shout out to Bobby Vito. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with some more hot topics right back after this.